it's too late for us now. Why do we stay when I blame you for the things that weigh me down? 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a whole house clean with me. If you're new here, each Friday I clean my whole entire house, so I figured I would film this week and show you my whole house cleaning routine. So I usually do not start in the kitchen on my whole house cleaning days because it seems like it's the center of where I put everything after I'm done cleaning. But I decided that this week I wanted to start here because it was already a mess, and when my kitchen is a mess, I just can't function, I feel like. So I decided to start here in the kitchen by unloading the dishwasher, and then I'm going to put the dirty dishes that are in the sink into the dishwasher and then wipe down the countertops.
Talk about faith. Is it just something you say? Or is it the same with that girl you texting when I look away? 'Cause in the
So while I'm cleaning up my kitchen here, I just wanted to ask if you guys have set any goals for the new year. As you can see, I am in my workout clothes because I had just gotten back from a run. And topic of running, that is one of my big goals I have for 2021. I am going to prepare again for another 10K in February, and then after that I am planning to train for a half marathon because that is one of my big goals this year for 2021 is running a half marathon. So I am one to always put my dishes in the dishwasher, including pots and pans and knives. But as you can see here, I'm actually washing some knives and my pan because these are some new things I got for Christmas. So I wanted to make sure not to ruin them because I know the dishwasher can be kind of harsh on those items, especially the knives because they're stainless steel, I believe. So I didn't want them to rust or anything. So I am trying my best to hand wash my pots and pans and my knives.
See, I know this, but the last days in real life I've noticed losing focus, breaking up from our life as we know it. If someone had told me that I will take off and find something greener, greener than
Now we are moving on to the countertops. I use the Method Granite Cleaner. This has been my favorite cleaner so far for my countertops, only because it doesn't streak and it's meant for granite. So I find this really helpful when I'm cleaning my counters because usually I would use like a multi-purpose cleaner and then go over it with Windex or something to make it shiny and not streaky. Because if you're new here, I do not like streaks. So that is a big thing with me. If you ask anyone, they will tell you that I am like a streak-free person. So I like this method granite cleaner for my countertops. And here we have all the crumbs being wiped onto the floor. I had quite a few crumbs from the banana bread that I'm holding there. My husband likes to get into it at night and make a mess all over the counter. So does anyone else wipe all of their crumbs onto the floor because you know you're gonna have to vacuum them up anyway? Or are you one to just wipe them into your hand and then throw them away or put them in the sink? I figured I would take this time while I'm finishing up my counters to introduce myself to all of my new followers. My name is Brittany. I am a wife, a mom to 2 girls. I'm sure you've seen them here in my videos. They like to appear a lot. I am also a type 1 diabetic and a full-time online college student. I will be finishing my degree in health science here in May, so I'm excited for that. I am also a dog mom, which you will see our dog here in the video, as well as a cat mom. I get to add that to my title because we just added a little kitten to our family, and you will see him coming up here in the video as well.
No stop signs.
So one thing I'm known here for on YouTube is my yellow Windex. If you ask any of my fellow YouTube mamas, they know that I love my yellow Windex, and I only love it on my stainless steel appliances. Again, I do not like any streaks, and I have found that this is the only product that leaves my appliances streak-free, and I have found a few little tricks to ensure that it keeps and stays streak-free. You have to spray on the Windex to your appliance and then use a dry, clean rag. So on my fridge, I will use one side of the rag. On the other side of the fridge, I will flip it over, and then on my dishwasher, I will flip it inside out and use another clean side. So I found that that is a big tip, is to use a clean rag when you're wiping your appliances down.
You're changing me day by day, got me shedding skin.
I always wash out my sink after I'm done doing dishes or whatever, but once a week I like to do a good scrubbing of my sink. And here I am using some Dawn soap. It's not like an antibacterial or disinfectant soap, it's just the lavender scent. And I'm using it in my sink because I don't like to use it on my dishes because I prefer the antibacterial one, which is the green one. But I also usually use the soft scrub with bleach to kind of disinfect it, but I was out. I need to get some more. So here you are only seeing me use the Dawn dish soap to clean out my sink. Does anyone else use a vacuum on their table? Because I swear I'm not crazy, but this table has a bunch of cracks, and if you have kids, you know they make a mess, and a mess equals crumbs. So crumbs get into those cracks, and wiping it down just doesn't work. So I like to take my vacuum and vacuum out as many crumbs as I can from the cracks before wiping down my table.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams crashing in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard.
So I typically just use a multi-surface cleaner on my table here. I'm using the Method. I think it's the sea salt and lime. It smells really good if you guys are looking for a new cleaner. I love this scent, especially during the summer. But if I want to shine my table up, I love to use the Murphy's wood soap. It doesn't leave it like greasy feeling, but it makes it look shiny, and that's a big thing for me is greasy. I do not like greasy, so that is a perfect product to use if you want to shine up your wood. But here I'm showing you my chairs were a mess. These are the 2 chairs that my girls like to sit in when they're eating, and they get filled with crumbs and stains. So I'm just vacuuming them out and then using this Woolite upholstery cleaner, I think it is, and just scrubbing the chairs to get all those stains out.
Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought it's time I'm letting go.
So the vacuum doesn't always get all those little crumbs out in the back of the chair, which is why you see me doing the little rag swishy motion, I guess you could say, because crumbs love to get stuck back there, but the vacuum doesn't always get them. So I have to take a rag and try and get them out the best that I can. And then I will just finish wiping down the chairs. I don't like to use the Woolite too much because it can be kind of abrasive on the fabric. So I only do it when it's really needed. And I'm not going to do it on the rest of the chairs because the rest of the chairs were fine. I'm just going to simply wipe them down and get any crumbs left on those chairs out. And here's our little kitten. His name is Mandarin. We love him so much, and his favorite spot to sleep are on these chairs, I think because it's higher and he feels a little protected. So he loves sleeping on them, and you're gonna see me have to grab him off again because, like I said, he loves going to the chairs and taking a little nap on them.
Down, baby going down, 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 down. And I thought it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know.
So this is a new thing for me, is putting the chairs up on the table. My husband calls it the restaurant style cleaning, just because it's easier for me to get underneath the table. There's Mandarin again on the chair that I had to take him off of. But it's just easier to clean underneath the table, and it really makes sure that I get like all the crumbs, and then when I mop, get, you know, all the stains from the kids dropping food and drinks or whatever. So recently I've been doing this with the chairs and I'm loving it.
How did we end up here in the corner looking like enemies? We used to be the team people talk about, what a chemistry. I can see it in your eyes. You don't want to talk anymore. I want to get so numb, want to get so numb.
So yes, I am using Windex on my countertop only because I had just taken a disinfectant wipe to the bathroom the day prior. So it was already cleaned. I just wanted to freshen it up and get those faucets looking clean again, because if you have kids, then you know there is always a toothpaste mess either in the sink or on the counters or on the faucets. So I'm just freshening everything up here on the counter and then wiping down the mirrors, because again, kids make a mess and seem to splatter water and toothpaste all over the mirrors no matter what they do.
Just get me out of here.
So for the toilet, I am going to clean that because I feel like you can never clean the toilet too many times. I'm using the Walmart brand antibacterial cleaner, I think it is. It is almost exactly like the 409. They replaced one of my cleaners with this in my grocery order, so I'm not mad about it. It works, it smells good, and I think it gets everything clean. And then inside the toilet bowl, I am using the Clorox toilet wand. I love this thing. It really gets my toilet nice and clean. And then as you will see there, I wipe the wand off after I use it each time just so it doesn't have gross toilet water on it. And then I also use paper towels to wipe down my toilet because I feel like the toilet is just dirty, and when I'm cleaning it, I just want to be able to throw away whatever I'm using that I wipe it down with.
Every day I'm looking for a way to return to the town.
And after I'm done cleaning, I always love to light a candle.
Don't know when it started to get so serious, building up an illusion of a world full of trust.
So I know I always get questions about what is on my arm there, so I figured I would explain it since this is a clear view of it. It is my Dexcom CGM, or continuous glucose monitor. It is to help manage my sugars since I am a type 1 diabetic. I wear it for about 10 to 25 days, and it gives me continuous readings of my sugar levels straight to my phone so I can act accordingly and try and keep my levels in range.
It feels like it never happened, maybe just a dream.
Okay, now moving into my master bedroom. For once, I am actually not changing my sheets because I had just changed them a few days ago. So I am just gonna make my bed. If you're new here, I do change my sheets weekly, so that is usually on my whole house clean with me, but not this time because like I said, I just changed them. So I'm making my bed and just picking up the mess that my girls love to leave in my room, like toys and hair stuff, and then giving it a good vacuum.
No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy. Don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch, can't seem to get enough. Hiding away from everyone. I don't know where I'm coming from. I fail to see right in front of me. There's a way I confusion in my mind, no way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy, don't even know the enemy. When I feel out of touch.
So since I didn't change my sheets, you're gonna see me here spray the Febreze fabric refresher spray on my sheets just to give them a nice fresh clean smell since I didn't change my sheets. And there in the little right corner you will see my second shadow. The first shadow was the dog, and now I have gained another one with the kitten. He follows me everywhere.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise.
Okay, so same thing here in my master bathroom. I'm just kind of picking it up and then just wiping everything down with Windex because again, it was just cleaned the other day and I just want to freshen it up. So just picking everything up and wiping it down with some Windex.
Let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, not because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to hurt me, my skin's getting thicker each day. I don't know how you fall asleep at night. No
I just wanted to say, if you've made it this far in my video, thank you so much for your support on my channel and my video here. It means so much to me. I know this video is a little longer than normal, but I'm hoping it gave you some motivation to get up and clean or relax or whatever you're doing. So let me know down in the comments below if you're cleaning along here with me or if you're just sitting here watching me relaxing.
I used to let it in, all the things you said. You try to turn me into somebody else, but it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you.
Okay, so on to vacuuming. I am using my Shark, I think it's the I think it's the rotator. I can't remember which one. But I love this vacuum. If you've seen my other videos, I also have a Dyson stick vacuum, and that's the one I like to use just for like quick cleanups or midweek cleanups. But my Shark vacuum is the one I use on a weekly basis for my deep cleanings, only because I love the light that it has on the front, so I'm able to see all of the pet hair that needs to be picked up and if I'm getting it. And also I feel like the suction is just really good. This is probably my favorite vacuum. I have had the Dyson ball vacuum before, and that compares like nothing to this, I swear. When I first got this Shark vacuum, I vacuumed with my Dyson and then vacuumed with the Shark, and the amount of stuff that the Shark got up after the Dyson was just incredible. So if you're looking for a vacuum or on the market for a vacuum, I highly suggest this Shark vacuum. So there you have my clean master bedroom, and I'm going to show you here our sweet little old man, our dog Hank. He is 10 years old, and just look at that face. He is so cute, and I am so sad because he's getting old, and it's really showing. He is so lazy and just, I mean, he's always been lazy, but even more so now. So I just love him to pieces. We've had him since he was 7 weeks old, and he is my first baby.
Every night with you and me so clueless.
And Peep the cat there again on the couch, following me around wherever I go. We were joking the other day about the only kids that I have that look like me are my pets, because both of our pets have like, you know, orangish hair, which is very like mine, and our kids have brown hair. So I guess that's what happens when you mix a redhead and a Mexican. You don't get kids with red hair, so you got to substitute with your animals for red hair. Does anyone else's back door always seem to be a constant mess? I think we have more dog nose art, as we like to call it, on there than handprints, because my dog, like I said, he's getting old and I think he's losing his memory. He is constantly at the back door like he has to go outside, even though he was just out there. So he is always rubbing his nose all over that door, which means it is never clean.
Trying to prove it, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you.
And anytime I like to go outside, so does the dog. He always gets excited anytime I have to go outside to take out the trash or do something, because he loves being outside. And like I said, I think he forgets that he was just out there. So So I'm bringing out the old mop in today's video. My O-Cedar mop that I always use usually, the mop heads were dirty. I like to wash them after each time I use them, and I just hadn't done a load of towels yet. So I am using my older mop that I used to use before I got the O-Cedar mop. And let's just say I forgot how good it cleans. Again, with my floors, they leave streaks. I think it's just the type of tile that we have. And this thing is really good about not leaving streaks on my tile, which I love. So if you're in the market for a mop but don't want to spend the money for an O-Cedar mop, I highly recommend it. This type of mop, it's just an O-Cedar mop head, and then you attach it to any stick you have.
You take my love for granted. Say a bunch of stuff you never mean, yeah.
Before I move on, I just had to switch out the laundry really quick. I put the bathroom mats in the dryer, and then my husband had a load of laundry that he needed washed, so I'm starting that so that it can wash while I clean.
We keep on talking from body to body, yeah.
My favorite detergent to use for laundry is the Persil. I just feel like it smells really good and it cleans really well. And then I like to use the Downy fabric softener. And then since this is my husband's work uniforms, I also like to use the Lysol laundry sanitizer. It's been hard to find lately, but I was able to find some at the grocery store. So I picked up 2 bottles and am using it here. So yes, I am vacuuming the top of our pool table. It was used a lot this past week when we had family in town, so there was chalk all over the top of the table. So I'm just taking my extension for the vacuum and just vacuuming it up.
Let's just waste away. One more time is all we need. A bitter truth to face, not that innocent. We know what we did. I'm a sucker for.
So you have seen me use my vacuum on my carpet and my tile. That is another thing I love about my vacuum, is that it does so well with the tile and getting everything up. Again, I like to see all the hair that is on the floor so that I can clean it up and make sure it gets picked up. And I feel like a broom just doesn't 100% get all the hair up. So that's why I like to use a vacuum. But I wanted you guys to tell me, are you team vacuum on your tile floors or hardwood floors, or are you team sweeping?
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm no.
And the last room I have to clean here is my living room. As you can see, my kids have a ton of toys in the living room. Sometimes I wonder why I even have a playroom, because I feel like they bring all of their toys out to the living room and play with them there rather than in their playroom. Do any of your kids do that? Because it drives me crazy. I almost want to just take all of the toys out of the playroom and convert it to an office or something that will get used. So yeah, that's that. I'm picking up their toys and then I am going to vacuum and mop this room.
We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah.
So our kitten has been pretty good, but as you saw there, I had to bend down to pick up the stuffing that you have in fake plants because that is one of his favorite things to do, is to get into my fake plants and take all of that stuffing out, and it drives me crazy. I find it all over the house.
The love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me?
So the last place that I had to mop and vacuum was the kitchen. I wanted to save it for last just because this is the most trafficked area, I guess you could say. So this is the last room that I had to do. Once again, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching my video in whole. I truly appreciate it, and like I said before, I hope it gave you some motivation. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel and you have made it this far and are loving my content, I would very much appreciate if you considered subscribing and becoming part of my YouTube family. If you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one.
A sunny day in late July and everything turned upside down. I almost lost track of time as weeks went by. I couldn't get him off my mind. I told him I want that great love, like standing in the middle of a bonfire. You don't know how you got there, but you hold tight, knowing that you can't get burned.